When in the neighborhood, one man noticed a small kitten following his dog around. He stopped to pet it and continued on his walk. They watched the kitten take in every moment with complete interest. The kitten also seemed to enjoy all of the attention. John Nienaber, along with his loving wife, Leslie, lives in the beautiful city of Cleveland, Ohio. This couple from Ohio is a true animal lover. They have recently adopted 3 cats and 1 dog into their home. After adopting 4 pets, they thought their family was now complete, but fate had other plans. This pair understands that raising cute pets encompasses a number of responsibilities. If you have a dog and you haven't yet taken him on his daily walk, it's time to get up and go. It's one of the most important parts of dog ownership. In the summer of 2016, this remarkable incident took place on one such walk, though John had taken his dog on a walk through this path 100 times before. This particular one was going to stay with him for a long time. As John and his loyal companion was strolling through the entangled pathways in his neighborhood, a tiny ginger kitten walked up to them. Now, just the fact that a kitten walked up to them is curious enough on its own. My husband and I live in Cleveland, Ohio, in an area with a lot of feral cats, Leslie told Love Meow. This tiny kitty cat was a bit different from the rest, since he wasn't fazed by neither John nor his hound. We have a basset hound, Leslie continued. And one day my husband was walking the dog when he called me and told me he found this adorable little kitten that just seemed like he wanted attention. Charmed by this brave little feline, John stopped in his tracks and decided to amuse this kitten for a bit. He even told his wife about this kitten, and Leslie too rushed to the scene to play with him and treat him to some delicious food. Clearly, in a really short time, this kitten had made a huge impact on the heart of this couple. Eventually, this couple was forced to leave this kitten as the time demanded them to continue with their daily chores. But this fuzzy little kitten had other plans in his head. Even though his new friends were now on their way, he wanted to spend some more time with them, and so he decided to follow them. Amused by this kitten's resilience, Leslie decided to pull out her phone and record this kitten's antics. In the footage, you can see this kitten tailing both John and his dog relentlessly. At one point in the video, you'll see this kitten break into a spirit to catch up to his new friends. Leslie told Love Meow he poked his head through a little chain link fence. He started following John and me as we were walking away. He seemed determined to stay with us. The couple was overwhelmed by this kitten's determination. They decided to let him follow them to their home. Once the couple returned home with their new friend, she decided to give this presumably tired little kitten some treats in form of some TLC. When I got him home, he was really dirty, and I tried to clean him the best I could. He seemed hungry, Leslie explained. It was a much-deserved gift in our opinion. Even though this kitten now possessed a very special place in this Ohio couple's heart, they couldn't just take him in. Their hands were already full with all the other fur babies they had been taking care of. But they were committed to finding this lovely little thing a deserving home. And this is where Leslie's sister came to the rescue. Sarah too, like her sister, was a huge animal enthusiast and loved all animals. So Leslie too thought that she would be able to present a perfect place for this lovely kitten to live and grow in. Indeed, she was correct. Sarah stepped in and picked up the adorable little feline the very next day of this incident. As Sarah brought this baby cat home, the first thing she needed to do is name him. And so this kitten would be called Pino from that day onwards. And although Leslie was well aware that Pino is in the best place he could possibly be in at the moment, she felt sad parting from him. She really wished she could adopt him. I'll admit that it was really hard to give Pino away, Leslie told Love Meow. He was just this brave, determined little soul who wanted to survive, and was the cutest kitten we had ever seen. Leslie was truly infatuated with this little kitten, and we can't really blame her. We would have been too. Regardless of the missed opportunity, Leslie took comfort in the fact that Pino was still in the family, and she could visit him anytime she wanted. Some would say Pino here was getting best of both worlds. It made me really happy that my sister took him in, Leslie said, because I knew I'd get to see him grow, and I could always visit him. Unsurprisingly, little Pino was having a similar effect on Leslie's sister. Indeed, it was a case of love at first sight, as the moment she laid her eyes on this delightful little fuzzy kitten, she was awestruck. She was determined from that moment that she will bring him back to health. Following that day, this kitten made several visits to the vet. Very soon Pino would feel right as rain again. Although fortunately, the couple decided to take this kitten home with them. They believe things could have gone down very differently for little Pino if they had not sheltered him. My sister Sarah was seriously an angel, she gushed. I am convinced that he would have died if we hadn't brought him home. Now, a year after Pino had been rescued, he is in a very good shape, and this no longer little tomcat loves nothing more than causing a ton of mischief. He is obsessed with Q-tips, to the point where Sarah has found them scattered all around her bathroom, Leslie revealed. And he loves watching birds from their apartment window. What's more, Pino is no longer a fuzzy ball of fur, but has now evolved into a huge furry monster. The vet thinks he has some mane in him, Leslie told Love Meow. He still has some of his street smarts, and you will often find him hiding around a corner ready to pounce. These furry creatures are notorious for their ability to find themselves a meal, no matter how challenging their situation may be. Now he spends his days sleeping in his favorite cardboard and playing in the kitchen's cupboard. His days are spent stalking bird and night cuddling with his adopted mother Sarah. This kitty is now getting plenty of cuddles and playtime.